accounts with Pompey's allies are settled. And now Caesar has conquered Egypt.
To the Nile, all now belongs to Rome.
Do you feel homesick?
The conquered have no home, master.
I didn't pay your ransom in Germany to hear you call me master. You're a free man, Barrows, and the best scout in the Legion.
You still got to prove that to me. Go to the cook and scout up some food. I'm hungry.
You shall have food. Count on me.
Cleopatra's using Rome to do her dirty work. I wonder how many of her enemies end up in chains.
I wonder.
It makes me sick.
Excuse me, Rand. Caesar wants to see you in his tent right now.
Very well, Tullius.
What could Caesar want?
Only Caesar knows.
We're strong enough now to leave Egypt in the spring, Caesar. 2 legions as defense are sufficient as long as one of them covers the Nile.
And our adversaries? My real enemies are in Rome. If they are not moved by affection, they must be moved by fear. Already they speak of me as the new tyrant.
Your voice will silence them, Caesar.
Rome doesn't love Caesar.
There are Romans who are afraid of a man who stands higher than their lowly stature.
Brandus. Come closer. You can be proud of yourself this day.
Your orders have been carried out.
And they have covered you with glory. After the death of Latronius, I watched him take command of the cavalry and stop the enemy with only 1 division. It was magnificent work. I name you Centurion. You well deserve it.
Thank you, Caesar.
And you, old friend? Are you still dead set against leading a cohort?
Oh, Caesar's soldier's my rank. It's enough. A captain's breastplate is too heavy for desert wear.
You are getting old. 20 years ago, the armor of a general would have been too light for you.
Oh, the only thing I have in common with Caesar is my age. With Caesar, there are so many victories to celebrate.
I know you won't refuse a few pieces of silver. Here, drink a cup for me, old comrade. And don't sing hostile songs about Caesar with the drunkards of the Legion. Comrades. With a slash that was meant for me, Spartacus killed my horse. Around his neck, there was such an amulet.
They didn't bring him much luck.
We won the battle and Spartacus died on the cross.
Yet he was a great warrior. You weren't born, Centurion, you can't know. Spartacus was master of a few very simple rules of battle. And he understood the strategic design of our army. Thrace could have beaten Rome, but the masses never supported Spartacus. Goodbye, Randus, and good luck to you. And remember, the gratitude of Caesar is as steadfast as his memory. Barrows, you know why the Sphinx smiles?
No one knows why, Caesar.
Because no one wants to know. The Sphinx smiles at mankind. Grains of yellow sand, raised by the hand of destiny.
Stop! He's only a slave. I said that's enough.
Brandus! Precious. I didn't expect to see you here in Egypt.
I did. The reports of all your exploits have reached Rome. I see you've earned a promotion.
What happened, Vercius?
The Centurion has just saved a slave girl from a good whipping. This is Claudia, my sister. She's coming with me to Zugma.
Greetings, Claudia.
Brandis is one of Caesar's favorite soldiers.
I'm gonna whip you good.
Stop here. What is your name?
Side.
Here, pay the merchant and keep the rest for yourself. I'll buy this slave. I need her.
You've nothing to fear now.
And you, Centurion, won't need to come to her rescue with sword in hand.
Come on, let's go aboard. We're ready to sail.
Who are they?
The young man is vicious. He profits from the fact that his sister's a favorite at Crassus's court. He's the best champion throw I've ever seen, though. You know, once in Gaul, I saw him split the skull of an Epiurian on the other side of the River Seine. Interesting journey.
Well thrown. Civilian life doesn't seem to have spoiled your aim.
On the contrary, it gives me a chance to practice. You want to try it?
Caesar's centurions can't afford to risk their reputations.
I'd say that yours must be pretty high if Caesar considers you one of his best soldiers. And a diplomat, too, since he sent you to Crassus.
It could be so. You'll end up by ruining my ship.
Oh, don't worry, friend. Crassus will buy you a new one.
Bring me a drink.
In Zugma, you'll find even more beautiful slave girls. Unless, of course, like your general, you have a weakness for Egyptians. It is rumored that Caesar is not unmoved by Queen Cleopatra's fascination.
An Egyptian woman can't compare to a Roman lady's charm. Believe me, Claudia. Not even Cleopatra.
Will you be staying long in Zugma?
I don't think so. Long enough to pay respects to Crassus and deliver Caesar's messages.
Crassus will be very pleased. When he heard Caesar cross the Rubicon and marched his legions into Rome, he would have liked to have been with him, like in the old days.
I don't doubt it. Crassus' gold and Caesar's steel, welded into a force, would be hard to conquer.
Crassus gold can buy steel anywhere. And Caesar is clever enough not to forget it.
Everything has its price. Even the tips of your javelins.
What do you mean exactly?
No more than what I said. I wasn't trying to offend you.
Tertius understood perfectly well. Being on the strongest side is best. It's more convenient, believe me.
The wisdom of Minerva from the lips of Venus.
Captain, how much longer will the voyage last?
Well, if we don't run into any fog, we'll dock tomorrow at daybreak. If the mainmast can hold up. By all the gods, does he have to throw them so hard? It'll take the strength of Hercules to get them out. How will you get them out? If you try to pry them out, you'll ruin my mainmast.
Let's solve the problem without worrying the gods. Barrows, lend me a sword.
Magnificent, Randus.
Into the sea. Throw them over the side.
What happened?
The old man collapsed at the oars. This one rebelled when we took away the body.
This one's still alive.
He won't last long. That's a fatal wound.
Hurry, I hate the sight of blood.
Hurry up, quickly.
You two, throw them overboard. Overboard. And the oars.
Randus, your tunic is
Clean that
stained
blood
with
off it.
blood.
Come on.
Awful.
Breeze off port bow. Come right, 5 degrees. Reef off the beam, all clear. Reef to starboard. We'll pass clear.
What a night. In 40 years at sea, I haven't seen a fog like this. I'll wager that the river Styx, with its ferry of death, couldn't be any more perilous.
Remind you of home, doesn't it, Bearers?
No, you're wrong. I've never seen fog as dense as this.
Look, I'm only a soldier. Anyway, I can't change the way things are. There are masters and slaves. Like there are pretty girls and ugly girls. Wise men and fools.
The masters, not the slaves, find this logical.
Visibility getting worse, Captain.
We're going to hit a reef!
Is it you? Look! The ship is sailing away!
Zaida. Thank the gods we made it.
I don't know why you risked your life to save me.
I couldn't just let you die. Do you think you'll be able to walk?
Yes.
Then we must get started before it gets too hot.
I wonder what happened to the others.
The sun burned off the fog. They're probably safe by now.
We'll never make it through the desert, Randus, unless we have some food and water.
If luck is with us, we might meet a caravan. Come.
Look there! Those are Lycian warriors. They're the cruelest monsters the desert has ever known.
But Crassus is the governor of Lycia. They're harmless.
Take them!
Let me go, you savages! Set me free if you want to keep your head on your shoulders. I'm a Roman centurion on a mission from Caesar to Crassus.
Keep quiet, animal.
big as you are, you can be worth at least 8 pieces of gold. And still live for a few years dragging your chains. Be still. One word from me is enough for you to end up quartered like a carcass in the sand. All in Crassus' name. Tie him with the others. Tie him well.
Idiot! You want to get us all killed?
Give them each one drink of water. We resume the march in 5 minutes.
Oh, forgive me. Water. Water. Pour it in here. I want water. Water. It's mine. You can't take that. It's mine. Give it to me. Give it to me. Let me have some. You'd better save your breath while you still have it in you. And remember the first rule. Whatever the Lycians can do to you, the mighty Gular can do much worse.
Stop it, Gular. There's no use fighting among ourselves. This stranger's fate is no better than ours.
Stop this brawling. If you don't, I'll kill you. What's this? Where you'll end up. You won't have any use for it. And it'll buy me a few cups of wine, so I can drink your health. Caesar's ambassador. Continue the march. Continue the march. On your way. Get along there.
Forgive me. Please forgive me. Bear no grudge to this madman, Gular. I lost my head.
Gular was a great gladiator. Years ago.
Ruins of Lubar. You'll find the road leading to the city of the sun. Others, master, await you. If you wish, I can take you to the tomb of your father.
What are you talking about? The sun has addled your brain.
Don't play innocent with me. I know what your name is. 20 years I've been waiting to shout your name in battle. What your father couldn't finish, you must finish, just as he promised Rendus.
Shh, be quiet. Someone's coming.
Where's that girl?
There she is.
No! Don't touch her! Leave her alone! Let me go! Let me go! No! No! No!
Don't move. I'll get the guard. If the gods help us, I promise that no one will ever beat your hide again. Wait firm, no leader. Roman centurion, and now I'll prove it. Come, friends! We're free!
The man from the sea has given us back our freedom. He is our leader. Here, Master, I got your amulet back for you.
Praxis, give food and water to everyone. Then be ready to march. Hooray!
Along the river, beyond Blue Bar, is the city of the sun. Liberty is there.
Oh, stop talking nonsense. If you know the road to Zugma, point it out to me.
So this is where you've been hiding, eh? I see that even in the desert you found a way to fight.
The gods be praised. Neptune spared you your life and me the trouble of mourning you. We thought you were dead.
Gula will never be enchained again. Don't forget, your people await you. Listen to the call of your blood.
You were very fortunate not to meet any moraine or sharks. When they find meat, they leave only the skeleton. So you had nothing but your sword to depend upon when you sought to regain your liberty.
The name of Caesar was not enough for your warriors, O noble Crassus.
Ah, yes. My legions don't make too many distinctions, but they're extremely loyal to the person of Crassus. I'm sorry about what happened to your landers. On the other hand, I may assure you that the name of Caesar is the key which opens every door, in Zugma or wherever my power reaches.
To have saved yourself from drowning, only to suffer chains and whippings like a slave, must have been a very exciting experience.
Not as much as it was for Zorok's warriors. As you see, it took one Roman alone to wipe out a dozen of his best men. Well, you're better than a war god in my eyes, Randus.
A case of kill or be killed.
You're right. To kill in order not to be killed is the most fundamental principle of war or of politics. But those who fought Zarik's warriors or happened to be there by chance and unfortunately saw the incident must not live. That group of slaves must perish.
Zorok will see to that. None of them will see tomorrow's sunrise.
Not cider. I paid a lot of money for that girl, and I don't intend to lose her, now that Randus has brought her back.
She shall be spared, Claudia. But not the others. They took part in a rebellion, and it is not prudent to leave witnesses to an act which affects my prestige and my authority.
You mean you want to kill them because they helped me?
Simple logic. They helped the rebel and didn't help the Roman.
Let us stop with these melancholy topics, friends. Let us entertain our guest, or it will be said that Crassus' magnificence fell short in his own palace.
Claudia's right. We shall do everything in our power to make your stay here as pleasant as possible. And we shall speak later of the new atmosphere created by Caesar in Egypt. We're neighbors just as we were when we lived on the banks of the Tiber. Ramone, take care of our guest. Acquaint him with the palace. Come, Claudia.
Come, Randus.
Well, what are you waiting for? Didn't you hear Crassus' orders?
You know the story of King Midas? Well, Crassus has him beat. Everything he touches doesn't turn into gold, but he can squeeze it out from anywhere, and he's not choosy how he does it. He sells the entire populations of villages into slavery. I've never seen so much gold as comes into this palace.
Caesar doesn't realize how dangerous or powerful Crassus really is.
What else have you seen?
Fortifications all along the river. Blacksmiths at work on siege engines. Who's he going to attack? He's tripled the strength of his Lycian guard. All the local princes are in his pay. He sends arms and gold to Pharnaces.
Does he send anything to Rome?
Nothing. Oh, yes, Crassus is powerful here.
We'll have to get some more information. Question the servants.
It would mean condemning them to death if Crassus found out. You have to watch yourself. And I mean, really watch yourself. If you don't, you'll end up on a cross or up to your neck in water like those. And then when the tide comes in around dawn, you'll hear their screams ringing through the palace. It's horrible. Either Crassus sleeps heavily or he likes the sound.
During the march in the desert, I heard of a strange city. It's called the City of the Sun.
Dreams. Drowning men clutching at straws. Everyone talks of a hidden city where those who escape find shelter, but I wouldn't bet my money that such a place exists.
We must find out. If it does, those people could be of help to us. To serve Caesar, any course is justified.
I, Gula the Gladiator, have stood in battle by the side of Spartacus for 9 moons. You all know me, and know that I would never deceive you. One who has been near death so often cannot lie. I'm the only one out of 6,000 to escape from the cross. The great Spartacus, who lies under the black stone, placed this sign around the neck of Randus, born of Verinia, before the last battle. And you are the man we've awaited, the leader of the slaves, our hope, our revenge.
Are you sure of what you're saying?
Just as sure as I'm alive.
Do what you will, Randus, son of Spartacus. Our lives rest in your hands. You can sell us to Crassus, the man who crucified your father, or lead us. You must decide.
Hear the voice of your blood and decide.
For you, it's easy to deny the truth and wipe from our hearts the hope that remains. You need say only one word. At the sound of that word, even the dead will arise. Freedom!
Give me time.
Crassus, there's a stench of blood. And our day of vengeance shall come. You shall pay for your crimes.
The slaves will have learned a good lesson after tonight.
What's going on down there? Guards! Soldier, what are you doing here?
That noise.
I've been forced to leave my bed in the middle of the night. This is insufferable. Someone is going to pay for this. Vicious! Vicious! What is happening?
I'll go see. Pride came from the courtyard. Slaves are. Where are the palace guards?
Would somebody tell me what's going on?
Someone killed the sentinels, opened up the floodgates, and freed all the prisoners. Some of my men drowned, tied to the stake. Came out of the night. Look at this. On the door, they left this sign. Get to work, Slade. Come on, get up.
Coach, Spartacus has returned. He's among us again. Right angle.
Let's withdraw. Withdraw! Hey!
Spartacus. Soon we'll all be free.
The people are becoming upset. They're beginning to resist. They don't want to pay tribute. The point is, so many soldiers have been killed that Crassus is tightening the reins.
Nothing serious, I hope. It would be most annoying if there were any talk of another war.
There won't be any war, Claudia. You don't have to worry. You can take my word for it.
Inciting the populace. I can understand the consul's worry. Caesar must not be given an excuse to bring his legions this far east.
You don't want him here, do you?
What do you mean?
It's quite clear. Caesar would spoil your plans. You become Crassus' right hand. You'll inherit the province.
What's wrong with being ambitious? After all, who isn't? These are the days we live in. By serving Crassus, I'm serving the Republic. And if one day they want me to put on the toga of a tribune, I know how to wear it. What about you? However glorious Caesar may be, he's still only a mortal. You should start looking out for yourself.
Perhaps you're right.
My sister makes no bones about her feelings for you, from what I've seen. After Crassus, afterwards, we could share the province. I'd take the government, and you could have the army.
It's always the same old story. The steel and the gold. It isn't a bad idea, my friend. I'll think about it. Yes, I'll think about it.
Do. This should be the zone. We better split the column. You want to take command?
I prefer to ride with you. I don't know the desert. And I'm not too fond of the Lycians, nor they of me. Right, Zorak?
All right, you can come with me. Your experience may be useful in capturing the rebels. Take half of your men, Zorak, and begin searching the rocky area. We'll meet later at the oasis of Abba.
Yes.
This is it. This is the place where that rebel appears.
Are you sure?
Yes, if our information is exact enough.
Up there, Vicious.
That's him. We must catch him dead or alive.
I'll cut off his retreat.
Good idea.
Lancers, forward! Good, Meros.
time he won't get away. Forward!
Look out!
We've nearly got him!
You doing here, you fool? We've been tricked! No! Leave the rock!
Good work, Brandis! Good work! Hide yourselves well. They mustn't catch anybody.
Everybody hide behind the rocks. We won the battle. Behind the rocks.
We tricked them, Master, but now you must hurry. Vicious is waiting for you.
Soon we shall meet again, son of Spartacus. Hurry, behind the rocks. Disappear.
Vicious! What is it? What's happened?
May the gods curse him. He's done it again. An avalanche of boulders hurtled down on us, burying men and horses. It was a massacre. This mysterious gladiator was everywhere like a demon. It was impossible to catch him.
Nothing is impossible. A few miserable slaves can't intimidate me. I put out the flames of bigger fires. The riot in the mines at Laureus. The uprising in Spain. The rebels of Spartacus ended on a cross just like the leader. Get rid of them forever, the whole bothersome lot.
Are you sure, Crassus? I mean, are you sure the man you fought against 25 years ago is not on your trail again? You know who I mean. Spartacus.
You're raving mad. Spartacus died on a cross and the dead never return.
But his body was never found.
No, because the vultures ate it.
I've seen men killed in skirmishes. On their bodies, there was a sign like this. They say it's the sign of Spartacus.
Fool's talk. Ridiculous. Anyway, the rebellion will be crushed. If I have to cover the entire province with crosses. Peace will return to Asia on the word of Crassus. You will help me, Brandis.
There's not much glory to be had in fighting slaves. But I'm not the one to judge. I'll serve you for the glory of Rome.
For the glory of Rome, a great many things are done. Such as overthrowing the triumvirate as Caesar has done, and destroying the Republic as he's attempting to do. If you serve me loyally, you'll have nothing to regret, Brandis. I'm spoken of as a Croesus, as the Roman who is the richest of all men. And I can be most generous as I am with loyal friends, or pitiless as I am with enemies. Guards, bring the prisoner in. The Morenas are famished, but the hour of supper is approaching.
He's in the village of Obaz. We found many spears in his house and Roman arms. He's been in contact with the rebels.
Your time has run out. The only way you can save yourself is by giving me the names of your companions and your leader.
Speak. Who is your leader? Where is he hiding? Speak! Who is your leader? The son of Spartacus is everywhere. His sign will lead us to victory. And you to your death.
Into the tank with the Marinus! How dare he defy me! Take a party of men and march to the village of Albos. Raze it to the ground. Exterminate the inhabitants. Don't leave a single one alive!
Are going to have warm backsides, I can promise you that. At the cost of ruining our homes.
We'll build better ones someday.
They're coming! They're almost here! Hurry! Forward, men! Burn the village! Destroy everything! Kill them all! The houses are empty. There's no one here. Someone warn them. They must have spies in the palace. Burn everything! Burn everything! Retire from the village! Retire from the village! honor left to you is to be killed by the sword of Spartacus.
Now, abandon your houses. Forget the past. Reach the oasis. Live in the caverns, in the mountains of Lubar, in the old mines. You'll find refuge at the City of the Sun. These are the words of Spartacus, spoken by his son. Prepare yourselves for the day of redemption.
Oh, the gods! Gods! Help me! Help me!
What is it?
Crassus, what's wrong?
Look, we managed to get in here right in my own bedroom. The safest place in the palace. Surrounded by traitors. The leader is here among us. It could be anyone. You, Betches! Or you.
Or Randus.
Yes, Randus. Where is he? Why isn't he here?
The German guard at his door told me that he's sleeping.
Is it possible he hasn't heard anything?
This all began when that spy of Caesar's came to Zeugma. Rebellion, conspiracies, ambushes.
And that sign, it started appearing after he arrived.
Let's awaken him. If it's true he's sleeping.
Break open the door!
Welcome. Why all the confusion? What's happening? Are the rebels at the gates?
There's treachery in the palace. We're all under martial law.
Really? Sounds serious.
I assume that your sword is at my disposal.
You're a Roman consul. You give the command, you'll be obeyed.
Lucius, leave us alone. Go. I'll speak frankly to you, Randus. Caesar is no longer acting out his comedy of friendship with me. They took Pompey's head back home in a straw basket. Nothing any longer. Nothing can satisfy Caesar's ambitions. But with Crassus, there'll be no comedy. "10 years ago, I lent Caesar 25 million sesterzi. And I sent him to win glory in Spain. His creditors clung to him like fleas to a mangy mongrel. But this time, my sesterzi will be spent, splurged on an avalanche of black warriors to thunder down and crush him."
What do you say to that? Politics is no food for a soldier.
Then you won't die of indigestion. Because tomorrow the whole world is going to see that Crassus still has sufficient energy to annihilate all his enemies. Why not think it over? You're with me, or you're against me. I consider you too intelligent to be capable of doing anything foolish. The hand that defaces the walls of this palace is guided by Caesar, I'll know soon enough.
Crassus has promised an unforgettable evening.
Actually, his main interest is in winning the friendship of his guest Manus, the brother of King Pharnaces. And he'll do it. Look, they're coming.
Oh, noble Manus, your presence in the palace is indeed an honor, and today is a day of celebration for us.
Greetings, Randus. Crassus' party has already had its first success with your attendance. I thought you were going to deny me the pleasure of your company.
I've been hunting the rebels. After all, I'm a soldier.
Ah, but you forget one thing, that I might have need of your sword or of your presence.
No one would dare harm you. Venus is always worshipped, not desecrated.
Randus, excuse me. Crassus is about to kill some innocent people. You are so different from all the other Romans. You can save them. They're to be killed in a horrible fashion. Save their lives.
I can't decide their fate. They are rebels. It's rumored that they are led by the son of Spartacus. It's his job to save them, and mine to stop him from doing so.
I'll demonstrate how enemies can be punished without blood being spilled. It is in honor of my visitors.
I thank you.
I bet you 10 to 1 you don't know what that thing out there's for.
One of Crassus' strange inventions. The evening should turn out to be quite entertaining.
I doubt whether any of Crassus's inventions could be entertaining.
Look over there.
Close the doors! Up there! Look! Attention, guards! Block all the exits! Hurry! Hurry! Go to the city of the sun! Over here! You'll pay for my death. My brother's revenge shall drown you in blood. Precious, get the guards and cover the other entrance!
Your time has come, Crassus. The son of Spartacus avenges his father.
The lever! Quick, Ramona! At your service, Crassus!
This ought to prove that no one can outdo Crassus. It means your death, slave. Good work, Ramone. Vashus, drag him out of there and kill him. I want to see his head lying at my feet.
Take up the gates! Lift the gate! Finish him off!
Didn't I tell you I wanted his head?
Pull him up. Let's see his face. Randus.
Wait! This man has a great many things to tell me before he dies. Throw him into a cell in chains.
You don't mean to spare him, I hope.
No. I want him to curse the day he first set foot on this earth before he begs for the day of his death. Take him away!
The news of the trader's capture is spread through the city. The population is in turmoil. Rebels with arms have occupied some of the surrounding villages. The garrison is no longer strong enough to cope with the situation, and the soldiers are beginning to get frightened. You must give an example of your strength by having that man killed. His death will show the rebels that Crassus is still the strongest. Kill him, Crassus. What are you waiting for? Kill him now, unless you want the slaves here inside your palace.
You're a fool, Vicious. On the other hand, if you hadn't always been one, you would have never become my right arm and my hired killer. If you weren't a fool, you would have already tried to kill me by poisoning me with a cup of wine. Slaves and rebellion, these aren't the real danger. Sooner or later, Rome will smash them as I smashed Spartacus 20 years ago.
20 years ago, Spartacus ended up on a cross. Why don't you do the same thing to his son? Or are you too old?
Be careful what you say, Claudia. You can thank the gods that you slept in my bed in this palace instead of in a brothel by the Tiber. The hour approaches. Caesar advances towards us on a forced march. He has only 2 legions, but they're enough. Caesar knows that only Crassus is an obstacle, and he wants to brush away this obstacle. It's his system, and he's not wrong. He has never been wrong. Here, on the other hand, is Pharnaces, greedy for gold and glory, with an army at least 10 times larger than that of Caesar's and 100 times stronger than ours. A massive force of barbarians led by a maniac who in his demented mind imagines that he can defeat the eagles of Rome. Only see, Caesar would destroy him in a single encounter. But this will not occur, for it's I who will lead that army. Its services bought with my gold. Pharnaces will have his glory in defeating Caesar, and Crassus will have full power over Rome. For an alliance with Pharnaces, gold isn't enough. It will also be necessary to turn over to him the man who killed his brother. One man's life in exchange for the life of another. This is the price he demands. Let the cannibals of Pharnaces dispose of the traitor. I must reach Pharnaces at once. Present the gold and the prisoner, propose to him strategy to defeat the legions of Caesar, and wait there. Then we'll come back to Zeugma, Alexandria, and Rome. Prepare an escort. Get the gold ready and close the prisoner in a cage. We'll leave the city as soon as night falls, quietly. In 2 days, we'll return with the army that defeated Caesar. One moment. That Decurion, Lumone. Take care of him as well. He has a face that is much too honest.
Randus, can you hear me? I haven't much time. Crassus mustn't catch me. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it was you. I didn't know. Forgive me. There's only one thing left for me to do. What? I must go to Caesar. He's only 20 leagues away. I must get there in time to warn him about King Pharnaces' army.
Tell Caesar I tried to serve him. And at the same time, help those suffering in bondage. As long as there are slaves, there will be rebels willing to fight and die for freedom. If Rome is for slavery, then I am against Rome. Tell Caesar that.
Caesar's a just man. He'll judge you fairly.
Go, Lamoni. Go.
Goodbye, Randus. I'll do my best.
Where's the Roman? You stop! Stop him!
Ready? Now. What are you going to do with it?
Gold, what you devoted your life to. Gold is as easy to melt as butter, but it's less digestible.
Randus, you must save me. You must protect me. You can't just let me be killed. Remember, I'm a Roman consul.
No, Crassus. You've sentenced yourself. The slaves, the oppressed people of the land judge you. And I, as a Roman soldier, see in you a rebel against Rome. You shall not buy that army to fight Caesar.
If you give me my life, I promise you your liberty. And gold, so much gold you won't be able to count it all. Why don't you take it? It's gone. It's gone.
Gold. Gold. You can't bargain with them. It's their wounds, their lives, their misery you're trying to buy with gold. They're yours.
No, no, Randus, don't kill me. I beg of you. Cider, save me, please save me. I've treated you well. I beg of you, save me.
Randus. Be generous. Let her live.
You're free. But remember, you owe your life to a slave. Take her as far as the dunes and set her free.
No! No! Soldier! Don't leave me! You can't let me down like this! No!
Take me away from him.
Hold it! Don't let him get away! Ah, the fat dog! Pull him back here!
They say you're the richest man in Rome. Well, you're going to be even richer.
Gold has been your life. Now let it be your death.
Here's some water and some food.
Give me your knife. It will be more useful.
Let's fight it out. Don't give in, Randus.
Surrender to Caesar, Randus. Caesar will judge you. He's right. I'm going to Caesar. It's my duty.
I gave you orders to watch Crassus' movements. But not that closely.
I've done my duty. The plot against Caesar has been crushed. The man who killed my father is dead. Now it's my turn.
There's not one man, free or enslaved, who knows the hour of his own death. But if you're really the man you claim to be, and what the people shout, the son of Spartacus, you'll understand why Rome can't allow you to live.
I ask for nothing.
Nor can you have anything. The problem for you and the rest of us is not only a question of freedom, but the tide of events as well. I have entrusted Verulus to govern the province. He's a just man. If the Roman law is respected, many slaves will be freed. That law makes no exceptions. You must die. You're no longer a man, Randus. You're an example. But Rome needs one, too. You'll die on the cross like your father. So others will understand how impossible it is to rebel against Rome. You have been a good soldier and a loyal friend. Caesar salutes you.
What'll become of the others?
They will live.
Look over there.
One cross will not be enough, Caesar.
If you kill the son of Spartacus, you'll have to kill all of us.
Don't kill the man who gave us our freedom, or prepare to crucify every one of us, as we did yesterday, as we did 25 years ago. We say to you, we are Spartacus.
Caesar, oh, hear all these voices. Rome is the world, and you are Rome.
There isn't enough wood to build that many crosses. We're in the desert. Isn't that so?
Caesar, the Roman army stands behind whatever you may decide.
Set him free.
I have to go with Caesar. Take care of yourself. We'll meet again.
Goodbye, Lamoni.
This time we've won for good. Come, Randus, come. There's something to give you.
Here, take the sword of Spartacus.
Often an act of clemency is of more use to Rome than the use of force. Don't forget that.